Hello, I am Banzar from Banzar Gaming, and you are?
I'm Ruth from
Scotland?
Here. Scotland?
She comes
Not
from Scotland.
I
She lives
do
in
not
Scotland.
come
She's
from
Scottish.
Scotland.
I'm
I'm not Scottish. No offence to the Scottish. I go to university in Edinburgh. I live here.
And welcome to the very first episode of a new series called Opinionation, I think, unless we come up with a better name before it's uploaded. In this, we're going to be discussing things. And I think that's pretty much the broadest description you could ever give of anything. So, let's start. This episode, we are going to be debating, in a kind of battle of the wits style manner, which I am predestined to win. We're going to be debating...
I know about 4 things.
She knows 4 things. And
that's it.
throughout this video, you will find out each of the 4 things. Do you want to start us off with thing number 1? What do you know? Go on, tell us a thing you know.
Thing 1. Bruce Banner is the best comic book character ever.
I disagree with that. I believe that spoilers are going to happen, by the way. In fact, from the moment I turn this over, this is going to be a spoiler. So, if you are interested in Marvel Comics and haven't read a load of the Marvel Now stuff, then stop watching. If you aren't interested in comics, then stop watching. It's going to be boring. And so who's actually going to be watching?
People who like comics and are reading comics. In fairness, most people who like Marvel Comics are reading Marvel Comics. Not an issue.
We're fine then. Okay, my favourite character in comics at the moment is Otto Octavius in Superior Spider-Man. There you go. You didn't show yours to the camera properly.
There you go.
I don't know what that is, apart from when you said it. We are also both going to be drinking our fine English cups of tea. Because we are very English. Anyway, why is Bruce Banner the best comic character?
Now, when we say best character, just saying, we don't think these people are good people necessarily. Bruce Banner is so complicated.
Does that mean Bruce
ridiculous.
Banner's a bad person? Is that what you're saying?
I think he's fairly neutral.
Okay.
He's quite obsessed with egotism.
Well, I'll tell you who is kind of a bad person. Otto Octavius. Because, well, he is a supervillain, for one thing, and when you are a supervillain, it makes it really difficult to turn over a new leaf. But he is managing quite well in Superior Spider-Man, although he's been kind of on the verge of good and evil the whole time. I mean, he's saving people, but at the same time he's doing it in a very violent way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could say that Hulk is a good person.
He definitely saves people in a violent way.
He saves people in a violent way, but he's worthy lifting Thor's hammer. I mean, come on.
He didn't lift Thor's hammer.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Thor summoned his hammer. That was the whole point of that. Thor summoned his hammer, and that's why it looked like Hulk was lifting it, because Hulk was holding it when Thor summoned it.
I choose to not believe that.
This is in the most recent story arc of Indestructible Hulk, which she apparently hasn't read.
No, I have read it. I'm just a bit stupid.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Well, Octavius is a great character because he was evil. Everyone thought of him as one-dimensional. Well, that's because how he was written. He was written as big Spider-Man antagonist. He is evil, he's bad, and he does bad things. But then the whole ending of Amazing Spider-Man 700 just kind of turned everything around because Peter Parker made him experience all of his memories, and then he was like, oh, hang on, with great power comes great responsibility.
Dun dun dun!
Yeah. Although it actually, with great power must also come great responsibility, and then they changed it for the film, I think. But anyway, so now he's kind of going around trying to be good, but at the same time he's still Otto Octavius, so... And he is very glad that... You see, you can't just make me change my opinion by holding your comic over my comic.
Are you certain?
And I'd like to point out that both my comics, so... But Otto Octavius, yeah, he kind of is very glad that he's finally getting to win things. It's like he's beating up enemies, he's like, haha, I'm finally winning! But then he's also at the same time disappointed that he can only win when he is Spider-Man. And it kind of makes him sad that he's still... Essentially, Spider-Man's beaten him even by dying.
So, well, what you're saying is he's a good character because he's 3-dimensional now.
He's three-dimensional now and he was two-dimensional, but they've made him into an actual character as opposed to just Big Baddie. And I really like that.
To be honest, I think he was one-dimensional.
He was one-dimensional.
Yeah.
He was just a dot.
He was just a dot.
But no, I believe he was two-dimensional because he was in a comic in which things are drawn.
Fine, he's two-dimensional.
But
no. So you're saying that he is
Yes.
a great character now because he's three-dimensional now because they've done work on him now.
yes, but
You see where
I
I'm
believe
going with
yeah,
this?
yes, I see where you're going. But I believe the question was who is the best comic character at the moment.
Whatever. Bruce Banner has always been...
Whatever. I'm going to talk about 50 years ago. Okay, go on.
Bruce Banner has always been three-dimensional, and part of the reasons why he's one of my favourite comic book characters is because he's got so much history behind him.
So is
That
I'll tell you, he's like
three-dimensional
one of the
history.
first Spider-Man villains.
Three-dimensional history.
Three-dimensional history.
Well, a
That's the
bit of
history in 3D
two-dimensional
brought to
history,
you by
in
James
fairness.
Cameron.
Shut up.
That's his next big film. He's going to go all the way through. It's like Blackadder, but 3D, basically.
I'm up for that.
I am definitely up for Blackadder 3D.
Um,
Any more points?
I was
Are you
going
gonna
to
end
say
that?
something, but you've confused
Well,
me.
This is how you win in a battle of wits.
You've baffled me.
You
by
make the
talking
other
about
person forget all of
Blackadder.
the things that they knew.
No, what I was going to say is Bruce Banner is the character he is now because of all of the years and years of building, which is something that Otto Octavius can't really claim.
He's built lots.
I mean,
He's had robot arms. That is some significant building.
shut up.
He's
And-
destroyed buildings?
I'm sorry, but are we going to have a destroyed buildings battle because
Enough.
because I've got
No,
Hulk
let's
here.
not do that. Let's not do that. I can see that timer is. Oh, it's only 7 minutes. We're okay.
We're safe.
We're
Safety.
safe for another 3 minutes ish.
So I think Hulk's the best because he's so three-dimensional, and whilst he wasn't like the initial comics were kind of kiddie,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Yeah, but all initial comics were kind of kiddie.
all of them were, and
If you read them now, back then, people would read them and think they were perfectly normal.
the second one, the second series,
Right.
Incredible Hulk Volume 2,
Ah.
actually properly fleshed out the character.
So what do you
and
think
was
of
brilliant.
Indestructible Hulk at the moment, given that that's what we're meant to be talking about? The current series, Indestructible Hulk.
I wasn't a fan of the writing of the first.
Arc, the Agent of
Arc.
S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
Yeah, I mean, I really
It was a
liked
great
the
concept.
setup.
Yeah.
It was a really great concept, and they've set it up for it to be pretty awesome. But I don't think that, like,
New
after
team
they
and
set
everything.
it up, they didn't explore the new team. They were just like, let's have an episode where Hulk smashes things. And it's like,
Yeah,
Hulk's
they
always
did the whole
smashing
Under
things.
the Sea arc that no one cared about, really.
No
I mean,
one
maybe
cares.
you cared about that because you were a big fan of Atuma, the Atlantean warlord, but no one is, really, are they?
But, like, no, I wanted some character development for Bruce.
But the
because-
current story arc with the new writer who's just doing this 3-part Thor crossover thing is really
So good.
Really good. So
So
good that you
good.
don't even understand what's
but I
happening.
don't understand what's happening. But it's hilarious, it's emotional. There are bits in it where I'm like, oh,
And then
Oh,
they pull
Bruce,
out cancer, and
I
you're
love
like,
you.
oh, cancer. Now I have to feel things.
exactly. I mean, that's basically how life works, isn't it?
Especially for Hulk.
Exactly. Mostly I felt sorry for Bruce, not the woman with cancer, because she was being...
I don't know what any of their names are, and that's probably a testament to the fact that they've not actually really done anything with them yet.
No. Mariah Hill shows up every so
They're
often.
starting to do things with them. I like Mariah Hill. Everyone likes Mariah Hill. And Coulson.
But Coulson's not been in it much.
I think this pretty much wraps up our discussion, which means that we've got to decide who wins, even though we still disagree. But I think we decide that I win. In fact, right. If anyone has watched this, even though I I get like 3 views on most of my videos, and I've whittled down the views on this one by telling people not to watch it at the beginning. But if there are any views, you can say in the comments which one of these you think is
This one.
which one of these you think is good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will be back with another episode of Opinionation next Friday, I think, or maybe the Friday after that, because we've got some other things planned.
Wherein we will have opinions and express them.
And we will
All
be in
over
a
you.
nation, and there will be opinion everywhere. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Talk to you next time.